Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Eat, Smoke, Drink. And if you're new to my channel, if you've just stumbled across this, please hit subscribe and hit the bell because I have some kick-ass drams that you're going to want to see. Today I am here to review the ultimate whiskey company, Ballechin. That's I think how you say it, Ballechin. Ballechin, a little background on Ballechin and the Ultimate Whisky Company. Ultimate Whisky Company is a Dutch-based independent bottler. So they still bottle it in Scotland, but they are a Dutch couple, and their whole goal was basically their ideology was whiskey is getting too watered down, whiskey is getting too soft. So they wanted honest whiskey. They wanted to reflect what the distillery and the whiskey is supposed to be. So what you'll find in Ultimate Bottlings, and I quite like the Ultimate Bottlings, is they actually are quite old-fashioned with their bottlings. Their taste buds are quite old-fashioned, so they like to kind of really, you're not going to find it in your average liquor store or something like that. So it's very old-fashioned, very rustic. And Ballechin is actually the peated version, Ballechin belongs to Attribution. Attribution belongs to the owners of Signatory Vintage Bottlers, which is pretty cool. So the Signatory Vintage Bottlers, they own a distillery called Attribution who do the Ballechin. Ballechin is quite peated and generally quite a robust whiskey. A little bit of background, Ballechin are one of the distilleries that still use worm tubs in Scotland. Worm tubs is basically a rudimentary way of condensing, and it lets more heavy elements come through, thus giving you a much more robust and full-bodied whiskey. Okay, so I'm quite excited to try this. I know what this whiskey is already, I'm quite familiar with it, but hey, who's never excited to try whiskey, right? So let's start nosing. Ooh, from the get-go, I'm getting smoke, I'm getting an oily smoke, I'm getting campfire, it's quite a heavy smell. I'm getting ginger root, straight when you cut ginger, put up to your nose, I'm getting that. Quite strong actually. Pine resin. This resin of trees in general, like a sap, like a tree sap, but pine's probably the best one to describe it. I'm getting a dryness to the nose. I can't describe. I'm getting a very mild floral smell to the nose, but generally I'm getting quite a minerally smell to it. Quite a bacony smell. I'm getting quite a bacony smell to it. Very pleasant, very pleasant. The nose is very well balanced. So the nose is quite well balanced in smoke and peat and the sweetness. And speaking of sweetness, I am getting caramel burnt toffee. Some rubber, fresh rubber. Like when you go to a shop like Walmart and you go past the shoe section and you're like, yeah, that. Very pleasant, very pleasant. With a water sample, the smoke subsides a little bit in the nose. I'm getting some white pepper. I'm getting a soily smell, an earthy smell, like a damp earth. And then that bacon, the bacony smell, I don't know if it's bacon, it's not that smoky. Quite an irony smell. I can't quite put my finger on it. I'll be completely honest with you. It's like bacon, but a mild bacon. Just like someone maybe a few blocks down barbecuing, grilling some bacon outside. Just get a waft of it. Let's get tasted. Wow. That's like liquid tires right there. Woo. The smell is so understated compared to the taste. Woo, I'm taken aback. So the smell is very understated. The taste is much more intense. That is just bonfire right there. Bonfire with wood that isn't dry, with a bit of green leaves that's kind of a bit of slight acridness to it, but not offensive. And you know, when you chuck, when you throw shoes, hiking shoes, lots of rubber hiking shoes into the fire, you know, everyone's done that. Okay, everyone's done that. Everyone's thrown hiking shoes into the fire. Let's face it. I'm definitely getting that. That is a very, very robust dram. And look, this is a 46% example. 46%. This Ballechin is distilled in 2004 and it is bottled in 2015. So it's not overly young, but it's not old by any means. It's still quite a young whiskey. But that is I wouldn't say it's well balanced at all. This is, wow, that is unripe apricot, unripe apples, smoke, rubber, burning tire. That is burning tire right there. And that sounds like it's offensive. Maybe, but it's not. It is actually quite, it is quite pleasant. But very overpowering. I mean, the main notes of this is really the smoke and fire. There's a smoke and fire in liquid form. Okay. With the water. You know what? Not much changes with water. With water, a little bit sweeter, but not much changes. The smoke, everything is kind of the same, eh? Very similar, except a little bit of sweetness. It's a relatively narrow band of flavors. It is resin, smoke, glue, bandage glue. It is not your Isla peat. It doesn't linger. The smoke lingers. Charcoal, soot. That is a kind of theme. It's basically a bonfire, campfire in a bottle. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of spice, but it's relatively narrow. Would I buy it again? You know what, I'll be completely frank with you. I probably wouldn't. Largely because, I mean, it's not a bad whiskey by all means, but it's just, you know, this will probably set you back about 80 US dollars, let's say 85 US dollars. And I mean, look, it's been around for a while, 2015, but they keep bottling these ones anyway. And so I think, yeah, sure. If you find this exact one, I wouldn't do it, but I would try another Ballechin if you find one, because they are not bad. It's just that this particular one, it is quite a narrow flavor profile. And I wanted to review it, even though the chances of you being able to find the 2015 is quite low. I wanted to review it because, you know, it's not something that many people have heard of before. If I show this to someone and go, oh, it's this, they go, what is that? Ballechin? Is it a Ballechin? No, it's not. It's Ballechin or Ballechin. It's not Ballechin, you know. Although I would like to see what Ballechin looks like. So I mean, it's something that I wanted to let you know what it tastes like. I've had Ballechin or Ballechin before, and great expressions. Red wine cask finish, Burgundy cask finish, absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. This one, not so stunning. It's okay, so I wouldn't buy it again. Cigar pairings, well, I wouldn't even go there because I wouldn't recommend buying it anyway. But I'm going to try and get a hold of some other Ballechin's to review. But for now, I'd say I don't recommend go hunting for this particular bottle. But hey, whiskey is all about exploration. So if you see something else, just do it. Because at the end of the day, you never know, it could be the next big thing, the next best thing. Thank you very much for joining me today. And thank you for letting me use, Sammy, thank you for letting me use GGX Flamingo. It's a bar in Auckland here. They actually have one of the rarer whiskey collections in the whole of Auckland. It's fantastic. They have some bottles up there that will blow your mind. And it's a tiki theme, it's a cocktail tiki theme, but it's actually a hell of a whiskey collection here as well. So thank you very much for joining me today.